Sup, nerds? Before we get into the battle report today, I wanted to give you all a heads up on something I'm going to be doing. This Saturday, November 5th, 2016, I'm going to be taking part in an all-day gaming marathon as part of Extra Life, designed to raise money for children in need. Our group will be raising funds for the Children's Hospital at Providence here in Anchorage, Alaska. It is an incredible cause that will benefit some children who could really use some support. So if you haven't spent all your money on plastic sprues, click on the link in the description below and make a donation. Let's show what a bunch of geeks can do for those in need. Thanks. And now, on to the battle report. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I'll be fighting a 200-point Kill Team game between my Ravenwing and Matt's Grey Knights. So the story that we've got going on here is that a few artifacts of dubious heritage were discovered on this planet, and the Grey Knights were sent out to retrieve them. But word got back to the Dark Angels that there's a possibility that these objects might have related back to Caliban in the time during the heresy back then. So they sent forth a really fast units to go grab those objectives, those artifacts before the Grey Knights could get their hands on them and bring them back to the Inquisition. So that's the story that we've got going on here. We're going to be doing the push forward mission here from the Kill Team rulebook. So before we go any further, let's show you the two armies that are going to be facing off. So for the Dark Angels, we'll be running a 5-man Ravenwing bike squad with 2 plasma guns and an attack bike with a heavy bolter. And for the Grey Knights, we have a 7-man interceptor squad with 6 halberds and an incinerator, and the sergeant has melta-bombs. So for the Dark Angels, from left to right, I have my leader, who gains an additional victory point if I slay his leader in a challenge. Then I have my attack bike is my weapon specialist with reaping volley. I then have my plasma guy there with the brown rocks there. He is my guerrilla specialist with hit and run. And then my plasma guy with the gray rocks there is my indomitable specialist with feel no pain. So for the Grey Knights, from left to right, we have his leader, who will be seizing the initiative on a 4+. Then we have his indomitable specialist with feel no pain. Then we have his guerrilla specialist with preferred enemy, and then his combat specialist with death blow. Alright, so those are the armies that are going to be facing off here. Going over deployment, I've got a regular biker over here. I've got my attack biker with the reaping volley here. I then have my my plasma guy there. He's the one with feel no pain. I then have my leader in the middle there. I have my other plasma guy there, and he's the one with hit and run. And then over here we've got another regular guy. So that's deployment for the Dark Angels. Going over here for deployment for the Grey Knights, they're all hiding. So we've got a guy in here. Is this your leader? Or is that the one? No. Alright. Well, I don't know. You might got something. So you got a guy here, we got a guy here, and we got all the rest of the guys are hidden inside there. It's kind of dark, but you can see them in there. So that is the deployment there for Grey Knights. As of right now, he actually won the roll-off, but his leadership trait let him seize on a 4+, so he decided to let me deploy so that he could counter-deploy. So let's see if he can seize the initiative on a 4+. No, he doesn't! Oh, I bet he's really regretting that decision now. Alright, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. Alright, moving here for the Dark Angels on turn 1. I had scouted them all up and then also moved them, so he jumped up there onto the objective. He's down over here. This guy's over here onto this objective. He actually failed his dangerous terrain test on the scout, but passed his armor save, and then failed his dangerous terrain test on his movement, but passed his armor save, so he's good. This guy jumped up over this way. This guy jumped over in here, failed his dangerous terrain test, but also passed his armor, and this guy's up on here. So I think I failed like 4 or 5 dangerous terrain tests when moving these guys through here. It really hurt my soul is what it came down to, but they all passed their armor save, luckily. That would have been a brutal way to lose first blood. So that's it for the movement phase, and I actually can't see anybody. He deployed them all so that I can't see them, which is pretty good because I think he knew that I was going to come screaming up there. So that's actually going to be the end of my turn. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Grey Knights here on turn 1. Alright, going over movement phase for the Grey Knights here. These two dude bros jumped up over this way. All of these guys, there's actually 4 of them in there that you can kind of sort of see have jumped up around my biker guy there with the plasma. So they all jumped up over that way. And then this guy over here died. He killed himself with a dangerous terrain test jumping up forward. Rolled a 1 for the dangerous terrain and then a 1 on his armor save. So that's first blood. Woo! I'll take it. So that is movement phase for the Grey Knights here. We will come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 1. Alright, so we're going to start over here with the incinerator shooting into him. So it's just 1 hit. So wounding on a, what's the strength? Strength, what is it? Strength 7. So 2 to wound. That's a wound. 3 up armor save. No, he's dead. Alright, so it's a good thing his other guy died, otherwise that would have been first blood. Alright, so this guy over here is going to fire into my attack bike up there. I'm not going to jink. So, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because he's got preferred enemy, good thing. Alright, so that's 2 hits, strength 4, so looking for 5s. We got nothing. Alright, so moving over to here, we're going to start with the leader shooting into my plasma guy there. So hitting on 3s, he is going to jink by the way. So, alright, 2 hits, wounding on 5s. I've got 1 wound, 3 up jink save because of Night Fight, re-rolling because of Ravenwing. He's good. Alright, so then we're going to move on to the next guy over here. We're just going to keep going around them. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Alright, got 1 hit. Wounding on 5, nope. Then we've got the next guy in there. Oh, the next guy's going to shoot up into this guy actually. He's not going to jink. So hitting on 3s. Alright, 1 hit, wounding on a 5. That's a wound. 3 up armor save. He's good. And then the last guy over here is into the attack bike again. So hitting on 3s. Got 1 hit, wounding on a 5. That's a wound. 3 up armor save. He's good. Woo! Alright, that's it for the shooting phase. Now we're going to have the assault phase. The only guy that can really assault is going to be the guy there that you can see on the right. He's going to charge into my guy because this guy back here is shunted over here, so he can't charge. And the other guys were charged up into there, or shot up into there, and that's too long of a charge really for him. So, I'm going to overwatch because I jinked. I'm hitting on 6s. I'm going to fire my plasma gun because I feel like it's a good call. So we'll see what happens. So, I've got two shots here, hitting on 6s. Oh, I got 1, and I got a gets hot. So I might be able to just kill us both off here. So the gets hot, let's see on a 3+ armor save. Yep, he's good on that, okay. And now the 1 shot that did hit, wounding on a 2. Okay, that's a wound. He's got a 4-up cover save because he's got 5 up plus 1 for Night Fight. Oh, and he's dead. Not a great first turn here for you. So, alright, yeah, so he's dead. So that's it for the assault phase. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. Alright, movement phase for Dark Angels. He moved over this way. He moved back this way. He stood where he was. He jumped up over this way, and he jumped up over that way. So that's it for the movement phase here. We will come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 2. Alright, starting off here, he is going to fire into his leader. He jinked last turn, so he's going to be hitting on 6s. I'm going to be rapid firing my plasma gun into him. So, 2 shots here, hitting on 6s. No, misses but not gets hot. Alright. Alright, my leader there is going to fire into his leader. So, hitting on 6s. Or no, hitting on 3s, he didn't jink, but rapid firing his bolt gun. So, well, he would have had the 1-6, and then twin linked. Okay. I wish he was the one that was snap firing instead of the other one. Alright, wounding on 4s. Okay. Oh, what is going on with all your 1s that you're rolling and all the 6s I'm rolling? So 2 wounds, 3 ups. He's good. Alright, moving over to my attack bike. He has reaping volleys, so I'm actually going to fire the 3 heavy bolter shots into his leader, and then rapid firing the bolt gun, twin link bolt gun into the guy that's closest over here. So, the 3 heavy bolter shots into the leader, hitting on 3s. Okay, got 1. Wounding on a 3. Nope, that's a 1. Okay, sounds good. And now my bolter is going to fire into the closest guy there. So, hitting on 3s. Twin linked. Alright, that's 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound. 1 3-up. He's good. Alright, this guy here is going to fire into the guy in the back there. So, hitting with his plasma gun. So he's not within 12 inches. So hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 5-up cover save. No, he's dead. Alright. Alright, now he is going to fire into the incinerator guy over there. So, he's not within 24. He's in within 24, but he's not within 12. So just 1 shot here from the bolters, twin linked, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. Alright, and that's going to be the end of the shooting phase. We'll come back to you with the assault phase. Alright, so these 2 guys are going to assault into his leader. We're going to start with him assaulting into him. He's going to overwatch, so hitting on 6s. Nothing. And then the distance here. Wow, okay. I mean, what is going on with my dice? I'm not complaining, I'm just wondering really loud. And then my leader there is going to charge into him as well. It's enough to get him in, but yeah, that's not quite double 6s. So we'll move them in and we'll come back to you with a fight sub phase. Alright, so moving over to here, I actually challenged him and he accepted because he's a Justicar and my guy gets +1 if he kills him in a close combat. Or in a challenge. So first we're going to do the Hammer of Wraths. So we got Hammer of Wraths here, wounding on 4s. We've got 2 wounds, 2 3-up armor saves. Oh, he's good. Alright, we'll come back to you with initiative step 4. Alright, so here we go. My guys, the blacks are going to be my leader. He's got 1 base +1 for the charge. Same thing with my other guy there. So, they're each going to be hitting here on initiative 4, and his guy goes to initiative 4. We'll just do mine first here. So the blacks are going to be my leader guy. So everybody's hitting on 4s. Okay, nothing. Let's hope he does just as well here. Hitting on 4s. Oh god. 1, wounding on a 5. Oh, wounding on 4? Oh, because he's got halberds. Wounding on 4? Oh no. Okay. So we're just locked in there. Actually, I'm going to hold him in there. I'm going to hold him in there because my guy, technically my guy over here, the plasma guy, has hit and run, but I'm going to wait because I don't want him shot at. So I'm just going to leave him right there. So yeah, that will keep going on. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Grey Knights on turn 2. Alright, going over movement phase here for the Grey Knights. This guy jumped up over this way, passed his dangerous terrain test. This guy just moved through cover over this way. He's locked in combat. And he shunted over into this place. So that's it for the movement phase here for the Grey Knights. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 2. Alright, the guy with the incinerator is going to flame onto him. So, wounding on a 2.
Hey, watch.
That's a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. Alright, that's it for shooting phase here, because the other 2 guys want to charge on in. So we'll start with the guy on the right here, looking for basically anything but. He is in, and then this guy over here is also in. So we'll move them in and we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. Alright, so this guy, since he just moved through cover and then used his jump pack into here, is going to get a Hammer of Wrath, so wounding on a 5. No, nothing there. So we'll come back to you with initiative step 4. Alright, initiative step 4, everybody's hitting. So we're going to start over here with my biker here. He has to shoot hit into him because they're technically in a challenge, so he's got another option over here. So he's going to go into him, hitting on a 4. Nope, nothing there. And then he is going into his leader there on a 4. Nope. Okay. All right. So now we'll just do let's do this guy on the right over here. So he's got 2 attacks on the charge, hitting on 4s. Got 1, wounding on a 4 because of halberd. No, nothing there. So then let's do the leader into your guy, my guy, hitting on a 4. Oh boy, wounding on 4s. Oh, he did. Yeah. No, you can't. They're individual models. It can't. It doesn't carry over. So my leader is dead. So that is slay the leader for him. Pretty brutal. And then that guy is actually in base to base with the dead guy, so it doesn't make a difference what he does. No, he can't. Yep. So yeah. So he is dead, and that is it. So they will those. Well, I guess the one guy consolidate. I'm actually going to try to hit and run. So hit and run here, looking for less than a 4. Yeah, there there we go. I'm good. So I'm going to hit and run. So I'll hit and run him. He'll consolidate his guys, and then we'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 3. All right, movement phase here for the Dark Angels on turn 3. This guy moved over this way. He stood still. He moved over this way, and he moved over that way. So that is it for movement phase here. We will come back to you with a shooting phase on turn 3. All right, he is going to fire into this leader over here. Rapid firing his plasma, so hitting on 3s. Oh. I got 1 hit, and 1 gets hot. So the gets hot, 3+ armor save. Yeah, he's good. And then wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 5 up, cover save. No, he's dead. All right, that is slay the leader for me. Woo! All right, so that is actually also break. So we will you do it at the beginning of your turn. So yeah, so that's actually also break the enemy. So that's pretty good. I'll take that. Moving on here, this guy's gonna fire into his incinerator. Rapid firing the plasma, hitting on 3s. Okay, both miss and 1 as it gets hot on a 3+. Nope, feel no pain, because that's my feel no pain guy. Come on! Oh, you're an idiot. All right, he's dead. And let's see, that is actually break the enemy for him. So double break the enemy there, people. Not often you see that. What's that? No, that's only 3. Oh, that is only 3 out of 6. I didn't break the enemy. Haha. Well, I broke the enemy. He didn't break the enemy. Yeah. All right, moving on. He is going to fire into this guy over here. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound. 3 up armor save. No, he is dead. All right, my guy with Reaping Volley is going to fire his regular bolter into him and his heavy bolter into the incinerator guy down there. So we're going to do the regular bolter into the regular dude bro over there. So hitting on 3s. Twin linked. That was a hit before I messed it up with that. Not anymore. The other bullet, when it was sending the other one, just glanced it off onto the side there. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3 up armor save. Alright, he's good. It's about time you learned how to make an armor save. Any arm save whatsoever. Alright, now the heavy bolter is going to fire into his incinerator guy. So, hitting on 3s. Alright, 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 2 3-up armor saves. He's dead. Alright, sounds good. He's the only one left, and we'll come back to you with his break test. Alright, so here we go with his leadership test here on the Grey Knight, top of Grey Knight's turn here on turn 3. So his leadership test, looking for an 8. Oop, it's a fail, but he's got And They Shall Know No Fear, so he gets to re-roll that. Beauty of being Marines. No, he failed that one too, so he is dead. And that is the end of the game here with tabling of the Grey Knights. That was... well, that was really brutal right from the get-go. He his first 3 dice rolls of the game, the 1 to seize the initiative, 1 for failed dangerous terrain test, and then the 1 for the armor save, really kind of set the tone for the way the rest of this game would go. So yeah, that was super brutal, and I think bikes are I mean, super effective here in Kill Team. Who would have known? Well, I guess everyone in the comments section who's been yelling at me to take some bikes, so there you go. Now you've seen the bikes, and you can see how well they do. So yeah, that was pretty good. So a resounding Dark Angel victory. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I probably enjoyed it more than my opponent, just because his dice were not his fan today. So really good. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had fun. I mean, Kill Team is still a lot of fun, and the fact is that took us, I mean, what, like half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that, to play a full game, and now we get to we'll probably play another game, so you guys will probably see that next week. So hope you guys all enjoyed it. Until I've been Phil the Glacial Geek as always, my opponent's been Matt, and until next time, have fun.